In the last hour, the Senate averted a government shutdown, passing a stopgap funding measure through September. 10 Senate Democrats helped Republicans to advance the bill to final passage. The move came after Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer stunned progressive Democrats last night when he said he would vote to advance the funding measure. Schumer's decision triggered praise from Republicans and outrage from Democrats, including New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is reportedly being privately urged by some of her colleagues to primary the senior senator from New York come 2028.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda here. And is AOC the future of the Democratic Party? The pressure's mounting after Chuck Schumer folded like a damn lawn chair.
I think there is a deep sense of outrage and betrayal. And this is not just about progressive Democrats. This is across the board, the entire party.
Frankly, I do have a very difficult time finding why any Democratic colleague of mine would vote yes on this. I think that in this moment, we have to stand up and fight.
Congress has a job to do. We swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, not to surrender Article 1 constitutional powers to the executive.
Is this the moment that AOC takes the lead in 2028? While Schumer rolled over, she stood up. She called it for what it was, a betrayal. She didn't mince words. She didn't try to spin it. She put it plainly. Democrats are supposed to fight for the working people, not hand Republicans the keys and hope for the best. So now the big question hanging over everything, is there a path? A path for something better? A path for resistance? A path for working people to finally have someone in leadership who fights for them instead of selling them out? Because here's the truth. Democrats are sick of weak leadership. People didn't vote for them to play nice. They didn't send them to Washington, D.C. to find common ground. While Republicans bulldoze everything in sight, they want fighters. And AOC has the people's attention.
Republicans have the White House, the Senate, and the House. If they want to do this, and if they want to screw over the American people, they can do this with their votes and their party.
The question Democrats have confronted since Election Day is, who actually is leading their party? Well, a new CNN poll out this morning gives us a sense of who Democrats and Democratic-leaning voters think best aligns with their party's core values. And that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the New York Democrat and progressive firebrand who was furious at Senate Democrats for allowing the GOP spending bill to become law. Now, it all comes as a slew of potential Democratic presidential candidates are already testing the waters for 2028.
Among voters under 45, she is the future of the party. Not just a progressive firebrand, not just a voice from the left. She is who young Democrats actually believe represents them. So let's be real. The old ways aren't working. The old guard keeps trying to play by rules that Republicans abandoned a long time ago. But this moment, this is different. This isn't just about one bad deal or one leadership failure. This is about the entire future of the Democratic Party. Is AOC that champion? Is this the beginning of her rise? If Schumer thought that he could just roll over and move on, he seriously miscalculated. House Democrats aren't just frustrated, they're furious. And it's not just progressives, middle-of-the-road Democrats, longtime donors, even former Speaker Nancy Pelosi are outraged. And now there's real talk of a primary challenge. CNN is reporting that some House Democrats are already privately urging AOC to run against Schumer. And the most shocking part, it's not just progressives pushing this. Middle-of-the-road Democrats, the ones who usually stick with the establishment, are so fed up that they're already lining up to write checks for an AOC Senate run.
The Congresswoman is clearly tapping into something across the Democratic base because she is someone who knows how to, unlike I think a lot of other Democrats, knows how to operate in this new media ecosystem, right? Which is that just traditional media doesn't work all the time. Reaching voters in that way doesn't work all the time. She blankets social media across the board and makes herself available to voters in a way that you don't see Chuck Schumer or Hakeem Jeffries making themselves available to voters.
Yeah.
And I think that that's also why you're hearing her. Voters are responding to her message, and they're feeling like out of everyone in the party, she is potentially the person who is giving voice to their anger in terms of why are you cooperating with the Republican Party?
Schumer's weakness didn't just upset the left. It sent a shockwave through the entire party. He got played. He got nothing. And now his own party is openly questioning whether he deserves his seat. And if you need any more proof that this isn't just a small group of angry Democrats, just flip on Newsmax. Even the far right cannot ignore it. Roger Stone, yeah, that jackaloon, Trump's longtime goon, straight up admitted that Schumer should be panicking. He even acknowledged that if AOC ran, she wouldn't struggle to raise any money at all. Think about that. Trump's own inner circle is watching this unfold, and even they see the writing on the wall. This isn't just a progressive uprising. This is a full-blown party crisis. The old Democratic leadership has been failing for years, but this moment feels different. This time, the backlash is immediately. It's loud, and it's coming from every direction. The Democratic base isn't just upset. They're done. They're done watching their leadership fold. They're done waiting for a fight that never comes. They're done letting the GOP steamroll them while their own party leaders cave without a second thought. Schumer's time may be running out, because if he thought the anger would fade, he better look outside. People aren't just mad online. They're already out in the streets, protesting on street corners. The frustration isn't theoretical. It's real. It's raw, and it's boiling over. Schumer had options. He could have fought. He chose not to. He could have filibustered to keep Social Security offices open so that seniors wouldn't be left in limbo. He could have held up every single nominee until Elon Musk stopped illegally firing government workers. He could have forced Donald Trump to the table instead of rolling over and handing Republicans every single thing that they wanted. But he didn't do any of that. He folded. He got nothing, and now the backlash is real. And that's exactly what Bernie Sanders and AOC are tapping into right now. They're taking this fight to the people, holding town halls in Colorado, Nevada, and Arizona, right in the middle of key battlegrounds. And one of those stops, Greeley, Colorado. That's Colorado District 8, a crucial swing district that could go either way in the next election. And just outside of that, CD4, Lauren Boebert's backyard. They're not just talking about the fight. They're bringing it. Because this isn't just about calling out Schumer or exposing weak leadership. It's about laying the groundwork for what comes next. Democrats have a choice. They can keep waiting for change, or they can actually make it happen. And as AOC and Bernie take their message to battleground states, the question isn't just about Schumer's failures anymore. It's about who steps up next. It's about whether the Democratic Party finally wakes up and realizes that the future is with the fighters. The change has to happen right damn now. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.